Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Beautylicious Vegging. My name is Anna. I am wearing my Champagne Now, Resolutions Later shirt, so you know what that means. I want to share with you all my goals for 2025. In the past, I used to set aside 10 goals for myself, and it put a lot of pressure on me because that's almost a goal a month. So this year, I'm going to limit it to 5 goals because there is one large goal that I want to prioritize and focus on. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I focus on content such as beauty, lifestyle, and how to save money. So if you're interested, please hit the subscribe button down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to turn on notifications. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday, and just go ahead and dive straight into my 2025 goals. Goal number 1 is a large goal for us. So we want to buy a house this year, which we have been saving for quite some time. It's just a matter of finding the right space, location, and price. So wish us luck. And goal number 2 complements goal number 1. So I want to spend less and declutter. So even though we have been saving for quite a bit, it doesn't hurt to save more because moving can be expensive. Also, buying a house, there are extra costs. So I just want to be able to contribute more to that and have like a bit of a cushion. And then also the less items that we have, the less we have to pack and move. And once we get settled into our new space, I want to organize everything to ET. So the less items I have, the easier it will be. And I have been working on that goal since last year because I have a large makeup empties haul video coming soon, to the point where I had to get a second basket for all my overflow. So I have been using the makeup products that I already have in my makeup collection before purchasing new makeup, because I felt like last year when Ulta and Sephora had their deals, I really didn't purchase makeup. All I really got was press-on nails, which does save me time and money at the nail salon, and then some fragrance items and like some makeup items here and there. But I really didn't get too much. Like at Dollar Tree, if I see something, I'll pick it up, and like with my Ipsy subscription, like every other quarter. But to me, my makeup collection is overwhelming. So I do want to limit my purchases and just go through the makeup that I already have. So you will be seeing a lot less haul videos from me, but I'll probably do some more shop with me videos. So that way I can still share some great items on sale, like name brand items at like TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and of course Dollar Tree. And goal number 3 was to change my filming content and schedule, which I will talk about more in depth in an upcoming video. I was gonna make this change last year, but October through December is when my channel grows the most and where I share like the Black Friday ads, and it's just like a very busy time. So I just decided to wait until the new year, so that way we have a nice fresh start. So I just kind of been analyzing which content does the best, reviewing my YouTube analytics, doing some polls over on Instagram, just to see what works better for my channel growth and my time, because I still work a full-time job, and also my husband and I did start a second channel where we do upload on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So it's just like every single day, like we're constantly like editing, writing a description, responding to comments, and like just like scheduling everything on top of like trying to go to the gym, meal prepping, having like time with family and friends, and just on top of everyday life. So honestly, I do feel a bit overwhelmed and stressed out. So I just don't have any time like for myself, I feel like, and every day it's just like always something to do. So I just had to like take a step back and just like reflect, like, okay, how can I still be consistent and keep up with everything, but also do what works best for me. So I'm really excited for this change. So hopefully it does work out. And again, I'm just gonna try it out. If it doesn't work, then maybe I'll pivot again or just go back to the old filming schedule. But don't worry, you'll still get like content from me at least like 4 times a week, but stay tuned for that video. And goal number 4 was to focus on self-care, which I have been lacking a lot lately. So last year was probably like one of the worst years of my life. We just kept getting like bad news and like bad life changes within a 5-week time period. And it was just like a lot to handle, like back to back to back. I was attending therapy, but my medical provider only provided like 6 to 8 sessions, and maybe like 2 or 3 helped. But after that, they referred me to an external therapist, which honestly, that just caused me like more stress and anxiety and did like more harm than good. So I decided not to pursue that anymore and try to focus on things that helped me, like with my grief and like everything that was going on. Just kind of wondering like, why were all these like bad things happening at once? I did mention before that I found filming like very therapeutic. It just like allowed me like to vent, and then some of you all were like very supportive, like saying things you were going through in the comments or just giving me like positive words of encouragement. Also, it was kind of a way to keep me busy and distracted, and as I develop like my new routine. So really appreciative for filming this year. And then also I've been finding going on walks with Coco very therapeutic. So I love going on walks, but it's kind of hard in California because either it is like triple digit heat in the summer, or it's like raining, or I just don't have time, or it's like super dark out when I get off work. So I've been trying to go like early in the morning, especially like on weekends or like during my lunchtime. And it is so beneficial and very therapeutic for me because it just allows me like to slow down. Like, even though I do go to the gym, I'm not like running or lifting weights. Like, we're just like bonding. She's like sniffing things. We're both getting exercise, fresh air, natural vitamin D, because I do work from home about 95% of the time. So it's just nice to get out of the house. I like to switch up our routes a bit too. So it's just like very nice. It's like quiet and calming. Sometimes I will listen to a podcast, so that's always nice as well. And I just noticed that I do enjoy like getting like movement or just like being active. So I will do the walks on top of the gym, and then like our off gym days, I try to like do like a little workout video or just like do things around the house or just like walk around while I'm like on the call, because I notice my mood is a lot better if I'm like more active. So I definitely want to focus on going on more walks or just like doing like more like little workout videos or just adding more like activity and movement in my life. Also, I do want to focus on more me time because, as I mentioned, I do work a full-time job. We go to the gym, meal prep. Also, we're trying to be consistent with like editing and posting like for both channels. Also, I try to add like both to like our stories and just like, you know, stay on top of it all. But honestly, it's just like a lot. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I barely have like any time for myself. So whether that's like watching a show, which my friend actually recommended, Gossip Girl, which I'm surprised it took me this long to watch because now I am obsessed. I'm on episode 7 now, but those are like an hour long, which sometimes I just don't have that time of the day. So it'll take me like 2 to 3 days to like watch an episode, but I am catching up. But you know, even if I just binge watch that like one day or just watch a episode, and recently I did finally get the Nintendo Switch. So, you know, I just want to play Zelda. Fun fact about me, I am secretly a gamer. Well, no, it's not a secret. I just told you all, but I do love playing video games. So just like even playing that for a little bit, just having some me time or taking a bubble bath, I definitely want to prioritize that a bit more. Also, I was working on this last year is I want to continue swapping out unhealthy products with healthier alternatives. For instance, I started making my own coffee cream at home, making cold brew coffee. I use a natural deodorant. I swapped out my body wash and like my hand soap for healthier alternatives. So the more I know, I just want to continue. I know I still use a lot of things that are considered toxic, but I just like focusing on one product at a time and then finally finding like a healthier alternative that we like, because sometimes they are complete duds. Like for instance, with my natural deodorant, I got the Smith's deodorant. That was absolutely awful. So, you know, just like trying things out, seeing what works best, like our budget and like what actually works. And then also we are eating out a lot more with our foodie channel, because in the past we rarely went out because we wanted to save all of our money to travel. But now I started to realize how to maximize our credit card points and like meeting sign-up bonuses. So we normally use that when we travel now for the most part. So we do work full-time jobs still, and on days that Ernie does go in the office, he does get off later than me anyways. And like with traffic and everything, either the place is closed or it's like about to close and we don't want to be rushed. So Monday through Friday we will cook at home, and then on the weekends we will try like the food spots. So almost every weekend we are eating out, which we're definitely not used to. It's definitely a huge change for us. I'm just trying to find like healthy recipes Monday through Friday just to kind of make up for that. But we are pretty ahead with content. We have a lot of videos to edit, so we'll probably be taking like a small pause on that. But definitely follow our other channel at Foodies in the City. It's the same on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Goal number 5 is to spend quality time with family and friends. So as I mentioned, I barely have any time for myself, and I feel like just like filming and like editing everything is just kind of like consuming me. And honestly, family and friends are more important than anything, just spending time with your loved ones and just self-care. So those are the things I really just want to prioritize. And as I mentioned, last year was a very rough year for Ernie and I, and the only positive thing that came out of that was knowing who is truly there for us. So I'm just like very grateful for my family and friends who were there for us, checking in on us, like helping us with everything. Because honestly, if it wasn't for them, I really don't know how we would have picked ourselves back up, because just so much happened within 5 weeks. And I did share a lot on my channel, but there are more things that happen behind the scenes I do have to keep private. And you know, especially my parents, because some of the things they were going through the thick of it with us. So I'm just so appreciative of them being like a rock for us and just always there to support us. And of course, my cousins, it's just always a good time when we hang out with them. They give us their honest advice. They're always there to listen to us. So just very appreciative. And of course, my friends are like family to me, just checking in on me and like helping us out. It's just like truly appreciated. And I tell them that to this day, like randomly, I'll just send them a text like, thank you so much for being there for me during a rough time. Checking in on me or coming over and going on that walk was like really helpful. I'll never forget it. And even you all just like leaving comments like of things you're going through or just like positive words, or some of you messaged me on Instagram, which I'm so appreciative of. I literally took screenshots of all those messages and saved them to an album in my phone. And whenever I'm having a rough day, I just look at that and just think, wow, I'm so grateful to have like all these people supporting me. Some of you never met me in person, and the fact that you took time out of your day to do that just honestly means the world to me. And with losing Marshmallow last year, like I still want to honor him and keep his memory alive. And I started to work on like a dedicated area like to honor him. I have like his paw prints, his nose prints, and then like photos of him and like cards like from the event and stuff that I have framed, and just have everything like customized. And like I have like this little container to keep his fur in. And it just took a lot out of me emotionally and mentally, because when it comes to Marsh, like it has a very high standard. It has to be perfect, because to me he was perfect. And I just want to continue to honor him by like telling stories or like posting photos of him every now and then, because he is definitely never forgotten. He's has like a dedicated area in our home that I like to look at and just, you know, keep his memory alive. I still want to get like a blanket of like photos of him, and then also like a sweater with like his like photo on it. Like they have one where it's like stitched in. It looks pretty cool. But like I said, it just takes a lot out of me emotionally and mentally, just looking back at like old photos and videos, trying to find the right one and try not to like repeat photos. So I just like put a lot of pressure on myself. And then also like for Christmas, I put a photo of him on the back of our Christmas card, like a nice saying on it. And then also I had an ornament made for him. And then I got this Christmas frame with like an old photo of us from a previous like Christmas card. So I just had that going on for Christmas as well, since it was like our first Christmas last year without him. So just trying to do little things like that. And I still celebrate his birthday because he loved his birthday. Still grieving and trying to find like new ways to honor him, and you know, going through like the holidays and stuff, and just developing new traditions. And last year was just full of like negative like life changes for the most part. And then towards the end of last year, I felt like things started picking up again. It started looking positive. So I'm really excited to see what this year has to bring. I feel like this year will be full of positive life changes, which I am super excited about. So let me know in the comment box down below what your goals are. I would definitely love to know. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below. Also give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to turn on notifications. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday, and I'll see you all in my upcoming videos. Happy New Year's, everyone.